Hello everyone. So today I'm doing a video that I've had written in my diary forever that I've wanted to do for ages, and it is the best thrifted finds of mine. My favorite things I've ever thrifted. This is just gonna be clothes, I think, because if I went into home decor, it'd be just like everything. Like this art behind me was thrifted. Like most of the furniture that we have in this flat is thrifted. I'm looking at like 4 different thrifted things right now. Like so much is thrifted, so it'd be hard to pick favorites. There's too much. I guess the same could be said about my clothing, but we're still gonna do it. Let's just hop into it. The first thing is the sweater I'm currently wearing. I recently found this at a Goodwill and I have lived in it. It's the perfect comfy sweater that is not too, like, sometimes really fuzzy warm sweaters I can't really wear around the flat because I get too overheated. It's got like a nice little kind of higher neck, but then you can unbutton it, and I just think it's really cute. It was a men's sweater, new with tags still, and I've worn it probably 15 times since I got it less than a month ago. So I am just in love with it. It's a great length to wear with leggings. I've worn it out for running errands and things. I just really like it. Also, I deeply apologize for the noise you're gonna hear in this video. I can only record today, so there's gonna be some loud noises. All of my sweaters pretty much have been thrifted. I rarely buy sweaters new, so I'm not gonna show you all of my sweaters, but just know that I love, like, sweaters and pants and like trousers are my favorite clothing items. So I thrift a lot of them. I own a lot of sweaters. I love them very much and they get so much wear. But I wanted to kind of show you different pieces. So the next thing, you may have seen this in a lot of photos over the summer this year, maybe in videos as well. It is this monkey shirt. I really love Monkey's designs. I've always loved them, but they're not the most sustainable. They are owned under the H&M brand, which is deeply upsetting. But it is this like printed, it's I think supposed to be a buttoned up dress, but I just kind of wore it as an overshirt, and I think I wore this twice a week all summer long. It was the perfect thing because I don't like wearing like shorts and tank tops. I really don't like that. I don't like being, it's mostly because of creepy men. I'll be real here. I don't like having my boobs out. I don't like having my legs out because I can feel the eyes of people on me, and that makes me deeply uncomfortable, which is awful and shameful, and men should do better. But I digress. This just made me feel a little more comfortable when it was 1,000 degrees, but it gave me like that extra layer of coverage so that I wasn't like all exposed, if that makes sense. I just really liked it. I love the colors. It's a very much a me summer color palette because it's got like kind of more autumnal tones, like traditionally like a mustardy color and like a army green, but then it's bright and light, and I just really enjoyed this. So this is going to be like a staple in my wardrobe moving forward, but it was particularly great all summer long. I'm really just gonna make a mess here. The next thing is this other like shawl thing. I took this to London. I think I thrifted this last year maybe, but I took this to London, have some pictures there. But it's just like a little cardigan, I guess, but I don't know, what is this material? It's very thin. I don't think it has like tags or anything. I don't know where this is from. I know nothing, but I really dig it. It's L. Andrews is the brand. It's polyester and rayon, but it feels like cotton pretty much. But basically it's just got like florals and tigers. I just think it's cool. I love florals and I love earth tones, so I thought this was a really fun thing to put over an otherwise kind of boring outfit. So I've worn this a ton. It's also great for like an office, like when I worked in an office, because it'd be cold sometimes. So I could be dressed for summer, but then throw that on as like a light layer. Maker and Mineral is based in Australia, in Melbourne, I believe. And it's just a company that makes like sustainable, cool clothing. I love hands. That's a weird thing to say. I love like body parts. If you've ever seen like a lot of the art in my flat, you probably have kind of gathered that. I love like shapes and like hands and eyes and like outlines. So this brand has always caught my eye, but when I found this at a thrift store, I actually got in trouble because it was like in it was in like go backs, like basically someone had tried it on and then it was in the area where clothes live until they get put back on the shelves. And I literally saw it from across the store and was like, I grabbed it, and the person working came back and saw me and was really annoyed. Like, obviously I could take it. They were annoyed that I'd gone into their space, which is fair enough. I wasn't thinking. I was in a blind moment of excitement because it's a Maker and Mineral shirt. I do wish, this I believe is like a size medium, and I would love it to be smaller because the neckline is a little wide. Like the whole thing is just like a little too square for my body. Like it kind of bunches in because it's so wide on me personally. But I still love it. I still wore it a ton and will continue. I'm actually excited to wear it now that it's autumn, because I think I thrifted it like in spring when it was starting to get really hot, and it's just like autumnal colors galore. So very happy with this. I'm so happy I found that brand. Like, I feel like it's a pretty rare brand and I would never go looking for it in an American thrift store, but thrilled. This is a stand-in. I did thrift this. I was like back in Seattle and I saw this. I was looking for something for KIRSTYN. Actually, she had joked that she wanted me to bring her something back, and I saw this and I was like, Paddington mug, perfect. But this is actually a stand-in because we also, one time I walked into, I think it was a Beacon's Closet. I walked in, the first thing I touched was a white, like a Paddington t-shirt. It was like crazy happenstance. I think we just left after that. We bought it and left because like, how could anything be better? But I love Paddington. Y'all probably know, my favorite thing in the world. This mug says, please look after this bear, thank you, on the handle. It's very cute. But I don't know where the t-shirt is. I loved thrifting both of those Paddington items. Here's another thing that I feel like has been in a lot of my photos, especially last year. I think I got it early 2018 maybe. I know I wore this a lot when I was in Seattle last summer. So it's another like shawl thing. I really like these kind of like shawl-y type things. I don't even know what they're called. It's like not a cardigan, but I don't know. It's like a art teacher grandma shawl because that is my aesthetic, art teacher grandma. But yeah, it's kind of like this print. It's got some red and orange on the bottom. The brand is Platinum by Dorothy Sholin. I don't know. This is also reversible. You could just wear the like black and white side, but I like the other side. I like the side with the all the colors. I don't know. It's another thing I just love throwing on. It makes me happy. Next, we have a little jacket. I actually bought this secondhand on like eBay or something like that. I can't remember where, but it was online. I don't do a lot of thrifting online because I feel like the packaging and stuff negates the fact that you bought it secondhand. Like, you're still creating waste and like the energy it takes to have something shipped. I don't know. I just like, it's counterintuitive to me personally, so I don't do a lot of thrifting secondhand, but I dig this. It's this patchwork little jacket. I saw it and I just like thought it was so cool and picked it up because I don't thrive in the spring and summer months. I actually really like spring because I love flowers, obviously, but clothing wise, not a huge fan of those colors. So I thought this was a great way to incorporate those colors, and then under it I could wear like more neutrals, which is what I prefer, but this would give it like a pop of fun color. So love this. It's by the brand Orbis. So really, really cool. Next, I recently showed in my thrift haul, like my last thrift haul, I think, but it's this Wilford blazer that just like fits like a glove, and I love it. It's just brown with some navy going through it. It's gorgeous. Let me show you the print a little closer. Yeah, it just fits perfectly. It's a size 2. I'm normally a size 4, but it works. It's nice and I love it. A cardigan, another cardigan. I love me a cardigan. I don't know why I said that 5 times. This has embroidered, where is the top? What am I doing? It's got this embroidered florals on it. It's like an oatmeal color, but then it's got like big pockets and florals down the front where there would be, there are buttons, but I never really button it up. But this is my Mrs. Weasley cardigan. It looks like she knitted it and that she would wear it, and I love it. I get so much wear out of this all of the time, and I think it's so cool. It is quite worn, but I will wear it until the end. The final clothing piece is another new piece. It's this Madewell coat, and it kind of like, the tag looks like older Madewell, but it looks like this, and then the back. It's kind of like a patchwork quilted denim coat, and I just think it's really cool, and it's been really nice for this weather we're having right now. It's like 50s. I can just throw this over a sweater and I'm good to go. I don't need like a thick layer. It's so nice. I just think it's very, very cool and something very different. I've never seen something like this before. I love a good quilting, as is seen by a couple of these pieces, I feel like. I thrift a lot of shoes as well. I don't have any particular standouts, but then these two came to mind. The first one is a pair of Docks. I have wanted a pair of like Oxford Docks for a really long time. These are the Mary Jane style, but when I saw them and they were in my size, I was like, here's my chance. Here's my chance to get Docks that might be a little bit broken in, which would help me a lot. Because I absolutely, like, I hate having uncomfortable feet. I have very particular feet. So I thought that buying them secondhand would be the best idea. And to be honest, I bought these earlier this year and I think I've worn them twice because they do hurt and I'm bad at breaking them in. But now that it's getting into colder weather and I can wear them with like thicker socks, I feel like it's gonna be my time. So I'm really hoping I can make these work. If not, I'm gonna try and find a friend or something, but I want to make them work because I think they're so cool. They're like the shoe I've wanted for years, literal years. So I was so happy. I thrifted these at the same time as KIRSTYN thrifted a different pair. They were like the red Oxfords, but they were too small. They're also too small for her and they hurt her feet, but I think she's also gonna try and make it work. We're both so bad at being uncomfortable. The final pair of shoes is, I bought at the same time as the Madewell jacket and I haven't even taken the tags off these yet. But look at these. Mostly I just wanted to show you them and I think they're so wild and cool. They're teal cowboy boots, just short ones. They're half a size too big for me, but I don't even care. The brand is called Boutique 9, which I've never heard of. I just think these are cool and gonna be riding these on into autumn. So those are my favorite thrifted finds. Let me know what the coolest thing you've ever thrifted is, and I will see you in my next video. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm sure I am. I'm sure I've like thrifted things that I'm leaving out here. Also, if you've seen my Disney video, my Disney thrifting video, I think we posted it last year. It was with me and KIRSTYN. All of my Disney stuff is like some of my favorite stuff I've thrifted. I love secondhand, like old 90s, 2000s Disney stuff. Like I have a pair of Eeyore overalls. Love them. But they're packed away right now because they're summer and Disney clothes. So they're packed away for now. But definitely up there with my faves. See you next time.